Hi there. My name is William Cronier and I'm an instructional designer and program manager at EduFlow Academy. I don't know about you, but whenever I think about learning as a child, I always remember how social and collaborative it was. My parents would be there when I was learning to speak and walk and ride a bicycle, even learning to swim. All of these tasks were social and collaborative. But as I got older, it got harder and harder to find that socialness that makes learning so easy. At school, the classes became bigger. It was harder to find a knowledgeable adult to help me out. And then when I got to university, I was one student in a massive lecture theater sitting next to someone who I didn't really know. And I was never brave enough to put up my hand and ask a lecturer any questions. And if we think about it, the socialness of learning actually has more value as we get older, to the extent now that we actually pay for it. So people pay for coaches, and people even pay to attend cohort-based courses like this one. This course is about tapping into that socialness, that energy, and that potential that really makes learning so much more engaging and effective and motivating. So in the next few weeks, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take that glue and we're going to apply it to our own contexts and our own challenges. Before we continue, I want to give you 3 bits of advice. The first is to be brave. You are in a cohort-based course with a bunch of people you don't know, and I know that it's difficult to step out of your shell and to introduce yourself or to join a speed networking session in the first week of the course. My first bit of advice to you is to give it a shot, to try it out. Start with something small that you know you can do, and then use that to build up and do something maybe a bit more bold. The second bit of advice is to be curious. I think one of the reasons why kids are such excellent learners is because they're not afraid to ask questions. And they're not afraid to ask stupid questions, as they say. And I think there's a lot of value in adopting that philosophy. I encourage you to ask as many questions as you can, and to really interrogate what you learn during this course. And to kind of work with that, the third bit of advice I have for you is to be generous. I know that you know a lot of stuff and you have a lot of experience and probably a really impressive background. So I would really encourage you to share what you know and your experiences with the rest of the cohort. So if we follow these 3 bits of advice, I'm pretty sure we will have a very valuable learning experience together.